Good afternoon. Hey, Sparko, how goes it? Not gonna lie, I'm just glad everything is working. Just because of switching back from Hope of Tomorrow and having all my stream outputs and whatnot be correct on the first try. It's just like, oh, it's nice when things go according to plan. Yeah, I'm glad to be back too. Also, hey, Kawachi boy, glad to see you here. Yeah, I wanted to start streaming like on Tuesday, but I have not had the energy. I was good to go for late Tuesday and late Wednesday, but there were folks that were going live either right after maintenance or in the evening, and I didn't want to, take away attention from their normal time slots, so I stayed offline. Yeah, I figured like I could take a couple more days of rest and whatnot and get fully back into it. And like, it's 2DX. It's not the end of the world. Like as much as I like going live and seeing people, like I don't if it's like people's normal time frames, I don't want to butt in on that. Hey, Bit Decay, how goes it? Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. Yeah, depending on how many requests I get this stream, I was actually gonna go take a look at my rival folder. It's really exciting to have a rival that I'm kind of in range with. Oh, early. Yeah, I'm gonna warm up with. Honestly, I'm gonna deliberately just jump into some of the recent trance that's been in 2DX just to for warming up, but also because like it's just good. But yeah, music is the answer first because this was one of the songs I was most excited about when Cinnabuzz was brand new. Like C Show usually gets associated with a lot more of like the hype stuff that they do, but like especially on Soundholic or no trying to remember the name of it. The first real album that they put out after getting noticed in Bimani. They have some amazing, more like down tempo and chill stuff on there that's just phenomenal. And I'm really glad that Music is the Answer got in 2DX to help them show that like side of themselves. Ooh, if it hadn't been the first time that we've played in a couple days and we're still a little groggy, I'd be ashamed of that. But, yeah, we essentially just woke up, and it's our first song in like 4 days. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's see. About to make channel gaming only. Alright. Yeah, I heard about the recent uptick in DMCA crackdowns, and I also remember seeing a bunch of people in the music game community be like, well, I guess music game streaming is over, and it's like, this is nothing new. Where have y'all been? Like, ugh. But yeah, sorry to hear that that you have to shift platforms regardless, just because, you know, that's a shift in audience, which is always a pain. But yeah, hopefully you do okay on Mixcloud, because I know that like live DJing and performance is a big aspect of things for you, Bit Decay. Hey, Mira! Happy to see you. How goes it? And yeah, like, and just in regards to the recent uptick in DMCA stuff, like the only thing I've ever had muted on my stream was there was one playthrough of Keep On Moving I did, and it was like literally a year ago. And I've had nothing since. Like, and even all of my uploads to YouTube, nothing's been ID'd by Konami. I've had a couple of false IDs from other songs, but it's been exactly that, just false IDs. I've never had any issues, so... Alright, so I see that we've got a couple of requests coming in, and also, goodness gracious, if I'm actually refreshing my dashboard to make sure this is accurate. Yeah, holy crap, we have a bunch of people tuned in right now. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate that. So, I do see that we've got a few requests that have come in. We've got Seaside Labyrinth. We've also got a request from Kawachi. I do want to play just a couple more songs just to warm up, take care of timing issues and all that, and then we'll dive into requests. Hey, Akoma Cloud. Good to see you here. Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. If I have, forgive me. Which reminds me, I've got some quick digital housekeeping to do. 1 second. Alright, I believe that's all the digital housekeeping taken care of. Let's see. Oh, wow, early. Yeah, that's a heck of a bump. Hey, Yutati, how goes it? Hey, Burkant. Yeah, so Yutati, how go things? I know you were going to be ordering a Phoenix Wand. Has it arrived? Alright, just looking to play a couple of more songs just to get warmed up, and then we'll dig into requests. Ugh, that was kind of awful on our part, but that's okay. We'll get warmed up. Hey, Esquire! How goes it? Also, hey, Azure! There are lots of folks tuning in and saying hi today. Thank you all so much. See, do you want to play one or two more songs and then we'll dig into requests? Yeah, the both Nato and Malzahn, like with the relatively recent trance entries, because technically Copula and Cinnabas are actually quite old at this point, but yeah, just absolutely phenomenal. Nice. Well, at least we're waking up. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, comparing the two of us, yeah, Bit Decay, yeah, you've got a heck of a lot better accuracy, but meanwhile, I can manage to weasel my way through a lot of hard clears and EXs that I probably shouldn't have. Let's see, we've got a request for some positivity. We'll do Kawachi in just a moment. Just want to get further caught up on chat first. And yeah, Sigma, I completely agree. Umbral is just absolutely phenomenal stuff. Also, happy Thursday. Glad to see you tuned in. Alright, before I forget, I'm just going to quickly go dose. Realize I forgot I missed my meds this morning. Gonna grab that, and then we'll have a moment of positivity. And then we're going to keep digging into songs further. So I'll be back in a split second. Alright, and we're back. So, let's see. Alright, so let's catch up on chat real quick. Well, I mean, if I'm getting less than 10 pours or bads, yeah, that's not exactly weaseling my way through, but for some of the 10s and 11s that I've gotten hard clears on, it's definitely, there are definitely some that it's just like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing this and I should be more concerned about accuracy, but shiny lamps are shiny, so let's get them. So, Kawachi, sorry to hear that you're having trouble. And I'm sorry that things are kind of rough in life right now for you, but just remember, you're still here. For everything that life has thrown at you, you've been able to overcome it. And I know that things might seem rough right now, but just remember that you are still here. And that's the most important thing. Not only because you matter and that the world is a better place for having you in it, but also because since you're still here, that means you can continue fighting, you can keep on, kicking butt, and you can make your life better. Like, there are going to be some things that you don't have direct control over, but I'm confident that if you know what things you can influence and take action on, that as long as you're still here, you're going to be able to make things better. And I hope that things improve sooner than later because I know you're a wonderful person and you deserve to be happy. And don't let anyone, including yourself, tell you otherwise. Ah, shame on me. I threw that away right at the end. Shame on me. That's okay, though. Oh, you are more than welcome, Kawachi. It's the least I can do. And thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Alright, so at this point, I should be warmed up, or as best as I'm gonna be anyways. So let's see, we've got a request for Seaside Labyrinth from Sparko. Yo, can do. Let's see if my reward queue would work. Because the request came in, but I can't quite redeem them, which is weird. So I'll reload that while that's happening. Oh man, that is hilariously close to a double. Let's see if we can't fix that. Huh. Yeah, Sparko, if you could, can you try and redeem the request for Seaside Labyrinth? Because, for some reason, I can't. Which is weird. Gonna give this one more effort. But yeah, while that's loading, let's dig in. Oof, got a feeling we might need to poke my blue number, but we'll get there. Yeah, and that's not surprising, because I haven't adjusted that yet today. Ugh. Sorry about the horrible accuracy, Sparko. Alright, and it looks like my reward queue is finally behaving for me, so appreciate the help in the meantime. Let's see, catching up on chat. Yeah, I've heard that, like, I know, the other night, Sparko, during your stream, the rewards queues being weird. I haven't heard of any major issues still persisting. I think it was just my browser not wanting to load 100% for me. Oh, thank you, Sparko. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And, like, on the flip side of that, like I know this was something Mira commented on. I've been really bad like the past week about streaming into other folks that I normally tune into. It's just me being really tired and just needing to rest a lot, and then also after the marathon last weekend, just needing to take a bit of a breather from Bimani in general. So I'm hoping to get back re-involved in the community to the way that I normally am, over the next couple days. So appreciate the patience, everybody. Let's see. Tomorrow you're going to a LAN party? Oh, that's awesome, Burkant. Yeah, I miss doing LANs. Oh, God, I remember when I first started getting into video games at all. I think the first LAN party I ever went to was for Descent. Good times. Also helps that I destroyed everybody, but, you know. I'm gonna wait on doing the another for this, because I still want to make sure that our timing is where it should be. So... let's see. And, Mira? Yeah. Absolutely. Assuming that, Sparko's okay with it? Absolutely.
Every day I pray for you to the sky because you are ninja. I wait for you, stay here alone, and I will be who you to my We grew up together. We were born in the hidden forest. One day we got lost and found a flower never winter. Silently fall on the snow. Stay beautiful till we're dead. Every day I pray for the man who let from being let you ninja. When alarms any day with his head in anything you will go is kind of key. Do you know how much I long for you? But I'm a bride of ninja. When you come back home, we'll finally let flower blooms in the snow. Every day I pray for you to the sky because you are ninja. I wait for you, stay here alone, then I will be who you tell me be.
There we go. And, yeah, given the nature of what the song is about, very much surprised that that's in English, but, Yeah, I know, right, Gospel? Yeah, I've been having some trouble the past couple days waking up on time and just, like, being fully awake. Like, even right now, I'm kind of tired. But it's been a while since I streamed, and, you know, I'm trying to really hard to not step on toes, especially because, in a couple hours, when it's right after maintenance, I know that's a really popular time slot, so I figured, well, if I'm going to stream today, let's at least try and stream, you know, not when it's popular to do so. But yeah, glad to see you here. Thank you. Appreciate you saying hi. Alright, let's see. Up next. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's a spider on the wall. One moment. Poor Kumo-chan. Alright. I remember, so up next I've got Rocket. And I still cannot believe how much this another just absolutely annihilated me. Like, it is very much pattern-based, and once you've got the pattern, it's relatively straightforward, but oof, what a pattern. So, Sparko, thank you so much for being here. Like, the amount of positivity that you inject into this community is incredible. I mean, let's, like, not even considering all of the success and the rallying effect that Hope of Tomorrow had, like, a lot of the work you do in your streams is deliberately to try to be uplifting and inspiring for other people. And while I'm certain that my streams would have had some of the success that they have now, like us meeting, like was a huge catalyst for me to keep on pushing forward with the work that I was doing, because it's like, oh, it looks like folks can cultivate a really positive community if even if they have a focus on this really niche game. You're a wonderful person and you deserve to be happy. Don't let anyone else tell you different. And I know that things might be rough right now with, like, coming down from the, the high that is, having lots of marathon hype and, having to deal with, to quote Shakespeare, the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, and all the other random BS that life might be throwing at you. But don't ever forget that you matter. It's an amazing thing that you're here with us. And just speaking for me personally, I'm incredibly grateful that you're here. So thank you.
Let's rock it! Let's rock it! Let's rock it! Let's rock it!
Hey, Mira! Thank you so much for the gift sub. Very much appreciate the show of support. Thank you so much. Catching up on chat. Hey, Tuwali! Yeah, it's good to be streaming again as well. Like, I've been really overdue for getting back online, and I'm really glad to be back today. And also, so many folks are coming out of the woodwork to tune in or say hi, and again, very much appreciative of that. Thank you all so much. Yeah, I actually feel bad that I haven't gone live since Hope of Tomorrow, that I haven't gone live sooner. Just been super tired and trying to recover from fatigue in general, but, you know, hopefully today moving forward we're going to be getting back on schedule in some capacity. That. No, just reading about the varying degrees of oops, I pushed the wrong button. Y'all are wonderful, but you usually know that. Alright, let's see. Up next, we've got Samurai Scramble. I actually really like this song. It's a bit weird, but I mean, then again, all good GABA is weird, so. Nope. I was thinking of Rotterdam Shogun. I actually really like the song, just because it's turntable focused, but in a completely different direction than what Madism normally does. Yeah, let's jump in. I don't think... Yeah, I haven't played the Hyper yet, so let's do that. So this is going to be Turntable City, but I'm confident that we can get the hard clear, so let's see what happens. Oh, I feel like I got robbed there. Ugh. Yeah, so we'll get that. Now let's just run it back on normal bar. Yeah, the DP chart is good. I mean, no surprise. A lot of Madism tends to be actually quite good on doubles. Yeah, I'll be honest, I just got really lazy on some of the, I think they're 16th runs for the turntable scratches, but yeah, I just got a little lazy on it, so we'll get there. Yeah, Journey? Absolutely meta. And, BitDecay, can you elaborate on that? Because I'm kind of curious. A lot of my turntable habits are actually bad. So, from what I've heard, if there's a scratch on left side, the usual good idea is to be approaching it so that you're going to be coming in and spinning towards the keys. And I have the habit of starting off pushing away from the keys. I've gotten better about fixing it on right side, but left side I'm still a little bit bad about it. But then for overall, like for sustained scratch streams, like I have no idea if I've got good habits or bad habits. Also, one thing that's tricky about that chart is that there will be a sustained scratch stream, and it either goes for one note longer or one note shorter than I would expect. Or on the alternating hand, there's like, you know, the 2-note chord jacks, and those will either go one beat beyond or one beat shorter than what the downbeat is going to be. So then I wind up either accidentally cutting myself short on the chords and then missing those notes, or cutting myself short on the scratch and missing that, or I scratch an extra note longer, which then sets me up for a mash pour on the next scratch for the stream that starts up. And I think that's what got the better of me when I was trying it on Hard Lamp. It's some interesting juggling, and I'm really glad that it's in the chart because it really keeps you on your toes. Cheers, Sparko. See you around. Thank you for tuning in so far. And hey, Telepron! Speaking of doubles players that know what they're doing. Telepron, you know nothing. Yeah, well, that's what wise men say, so. Let's see. Bit decay. 10 describes like an actual turntable. Oh, okay, yeah, so you have a much, like, kind of a higher angle of attack, so to say. I see what you mean. Yeah, whereas, a lot of, 2DX, it's more in the, like, on left side, the 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock position, going in towards maybe the like 6 and 9. I see what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I think given the speed that you need to have for getting back to keys, if anything, like I have a feeling that it's not quite 3 and 6 that you might want, but maybe more like 4 and 7. Or depending on how you're leaving the turntable after, maybe even possibly being like 2 and 5. So, like, that's something I actually want to do some research on. Because one thing I've been working on for a while is a how to get started in doubles guide. Like, there are some blog posts that have been translated into English, and there's a couple of guides out there, but there's no real, like, natively in English and a video all in one, because it's one thing to have a blog post describing, you know, what good home position is, and it's another to have a video just quickly go over it. One of the things that's delayed me on that is I also want to do some research on the eventual long term, because like I know I have some bad habits, and I want to make sure that I'm setting people up for good long term use as well, and so I want to get I want to have knowledge on the long term, what's good ideas as well. So at the front of the video I can mention, hey, if you're just starting out, do this, but then have a section later on that's also talking about, in the long term, you might start with this, but your goal is going to be this instead. The other thing that's delayed it, and this is something I really want to get out there, because I'm positive that this doesn't exist at all, is a bunch of either Stepmania or Lunatic Rave or Bitajora drills. Like, imagine at 100 BPM, there's a really slow kick snare pattern on left hand, while the right hand does a 7-note chromatic over and over and over for like 5 minutes. Nothing fancy, just a basic drill. Then the exact same thing but at 105 BPM, 110 BPM, and rinse and repeat all the way up. And the thing is, like, I have loops and samples that I can use so that from a distribution standpoint, there wouldn't be any copyright issue. And I want to have all of that ready to put out with the guides, that if people are interested, not only, hey, here's some information, but if you're already playing Lunatic Rave, or if you're already, you know, into Bimani in some capacity, here's some stuff you can actually use as well for practice for some of the basics as well. Or if you're kind of like where I am, and you could use some of that more intermediate stuff, it's all there. So, Telepron, the Hanon of 2DX, my man. So I could have sworn I had it in short range grip, and I might. It just might be buried under something. But like right now, what I've got on the overhead is well-tempered clavichord for Bach, and I'm 99% positive I have a copy of Hanon like in short range grip as well. But yeah, that's exactly right, and I'm so glad someone out there knows, like, can make that reference, because yeah, the Hanon of 2DX. That's exactly what I want to put out. That's so good. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But yeah, over on my piano stand right now, I've got well-tempered clavichord. I also have Debussy's Children's Corner, and I've also got Finger Strokes by Osamu Kubota. So I'm hoping to get properly working on those in the near future. And also, Top Phase, Gemich. So glad to have you guys here. Thank you for tuning in. How you guys doing today? But yeah, that's the overall goal, is in addition to having a doubles guide that concisely puts everything together, has video examples, so it's not just a wall of text. I want to get some training supplements to go out with it as well. That's why I've been recently interested in Lunatic Rave, for the sake of not just, you know, catching up on years of BMS that I've missed, but also to have that stuff out there for people to utilize. So, also, Fake X, good to have you here. I see that request for Snow. And a moment of positivity. Yo can do. So I do want to play a song first, and then we'll get into more stuff. I know that a while back you made a requested Journey, so we'll take care of this, and then we will jump into whatever's next on the request queue, and also that moment of positivity. Speaking of which, Fake X, is that for you or for someone else? And DZY, hey, how goes it? Glad to see you here. Appreciate you tuning in, saying hello. Alright, so yeah, I know we had a little bit of chatter there, so I want to get back into music for a bit first, before more chatter. And again, Mira, thank you so much for requesting this. And I know you've also got this as your closer, Mira. Such a great choice. Really wonderful song. Whew, got a little sloppy towards the end there, but we got there. Let's see. Excellent. Yeah. I was trying to remember because, like, I know Yutari had the order with the Phoenix One, which I know I asked about earlier and they answered, and I completely missed the response in chat because stuff happened. My bad. But also, yeah, that you the last time I remember seeing you in chat, you were asking for driver help. Glad to hear that stuff got resolved. That's fantastic news. So, FakeX, I know earlier I actually did already give Sparkle a little bit of one-on-one, so if you'd like it for yourself, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll probably reject it because I don't want to go overboard on a single individual, if that's okay for now. So, let's see. Oh man, Okome, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried about my my overall posture, because I know that sometimes when I'm streaming, like afterwards, I actually have a lot of back pain, and I think it's because I have everything set up just a hair lower than it should be, and so instead of like standing up straight, and then either having my a wider stance or a more vertical stance with my legs spread, I'm just slightly bending over instead. Ugh. So that's actually something I've been really worried about recently. Yeah, so I'll refund that for now, just so that way you've got the Hexa back. Like, I know you likely have piles and piles of Hexa, but just a principle of the matter. Let's see, up next for requests. Ooh, Burkant for Yellowhead Joe. I don't play this song often. I remember, because I think way back when the chart, like, irritated me for some reason, and this was, like, during Linkle. And so I've always just kind of strayed away from it, but it's really not that bad of a song. So, yeah, much obliged for that request, Burkant. Let's dig in. Looking at that 17 miscount. Yeah, let's stay on hard bar for now. I have a feeling trying to push that up to an EX clear right now is a bad idea. That's okay, though. Just making sure I'm properly caught up on chat, because, oh boy, there's a lot of you today. And speaking of, like, in addition to in chat, we've got a lot of people that are either tuned in the background or getting their lurk on. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I know that I've been bad about streaming regularly since Hope of Tomorrow ended, but hopefully today moving forward I'm going to be a bit more regular. And I know that I'm a lot later than I usually am today, too. So the fact that we've got so many folks tuning in to say hi, really appreciate it. Thank you, folks. And speaking of which, both Softmoth and Vertigo Sound, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day, because I know I am so far. Oof. Yeah, we did not so great on that. Hard bar was definitely the right call. Thank you, Gospel. Much appreciated. Oh, hey, Kivalia. How goes it? Appreciate you saying hi. Yeah, one thing that I make a point of when I stream, by the way, and I'm saying this more for some of the folks in chat, if someone is here, like they're tuned in, but they're not in chat, I literally don't know. I make a point of just focusing on chat, because I know some folks, sometimes they want to tune in, just and be more passive about it. Maybe they just want to have me on in the background for noise or what have you, or maybe they know that they're busy, like taking care of other stuff, and they can't really engage. And I don't want to accidentally be all like, oh, hey, so-and-so, how goes it? Because I see that they're viewing, but they're not in chat, and then, oh, now I gotta say hi back and be disruptive. Like, if people don't say hi in chat, I deliberately don't call it out otherwise, because in case if, it's a low-energy day, or they're busy and they're trying to, like, lurk on purpose, I don't want to, disrespect that. So, but yeah, Kivelia, glad to see you. Hope all is well. Let's see, up next, got a request for Snow from FakeX. Yo, can do. Yeah, Sparkover, lurking is 100% valid. Yeah, because like when I'm streaming, like when I say that I just look at chat, I just look at chat. Like I do see my view count for how many people are tuned in, but for who's viewing, I don't look at that list because I don't want to know who's potentially lurking. Like if you're here to lurk, I respect it. See, Mira, ooh, old man came on Tuesday, feeling good. Fantastic! That's wonderful news. Yeah, hopefully, I hope that keeps moving forward. Like, small steps. Fantastic. That's really great news to hear, because I know that there was that recent scare with the trip to the hospital. Glad to hear that things are slowly returning to normal. That's fantastic news, Mira. Some quick digital housekeeping. Oh, also, I am just catching up on taking a look at the request queue. And I see that we've got quite a bit of requests for positivity. Oh boy. So, before I jump into those, I'm going to play what's next on my song request queue. Dot Phase, FakeX, and Gospel, if you could just double check in for if those are for yourselves or if they're for other folks, that'd be great, just so I can be properly caught up and ready for them. And then we'll rock and roll from there. Right now, though, I do see we've got another song request for Miracle Meats from Gospel. So while those answers are getting their way into chat, we'll keep things moving song-wise. we managed the double A, so glad to know that my timing isn't 100% trash this morning. Rain and Quell ASMR. The next big barbecue at Roger be Miracle Meats. Oh my god, Bit Decay. I want to be mad at that, but that's actually really good. Did I really misspell hexagon on my overlay? Wow. Yeah, I'll have to fix that later, because that's actually an image file, so I can't quickly fix that. It's not just text, but yeah, I'll take care of that later. Alright, so first up we have Dot Phase asking for some positivity for Cuvelia. We also have the next song request for Deep in You, so I'm just going to get that primed. More than likely this is some doubles battle jank, but it's only a 4, so it shouldn't be too bad. See also for Cuvelia from Fake X. Okay. So yeah, Cuvelia, you are wonderful. I know that you've been recently trying to stream more, and you've been wanting to be more interactive with your streams, and that's been a point of frustration for you. And that's wonderful, because I know that whenever you've been in other folk streams, such as mine or Sparko's, or just all across the community, you've been incredibly supportive and positive of people. Like, I know that, like, one of the running jokes for when folks see you in chat is, oh, hey, we've got a healer in chat, but that's really what you try to follow through on. Like, the amount of support and positive energy that you're trying to bring this to this community is fantastic. And whenever, like, I'm talking about, you know, oh, I feel bad because I haven't been able to tune into more folks' streams recently, whether it be the past couple days or just overall, you're one of the people that come to mind, because for folks that are, you know, just starting out and trying to get their way in, like, you've already done a lot of the work. It kind of reminds me of when Chawali was aiming for affiliate. It's like, yeah, like, if that's something you want, then we deserve to make it happen, because the amount of just sheer vocal support that you give folks, be it in chat or when folks are talking about that they've had troubles and you're immediately rallying for them on their discords or what have you, you're an incredible positive force, and I'm really grateful to have you in this community. So I hope all that is well with you. Like, I'll be honest, if there's been any recent posts about you having trouble or that things have had you down recently, I'm out of the loop, and I apologize for that. And I hope that you are happy and having a wonderful time, because you completely deserve it. And I'm really grateful to have you in my community. You're a wonderful person. Thank you. That feeling when a song starts out and you immediately have some odd turntable chords and it's just like, okay, what else is going to be dropping? Just like that hyper on guard sense you have for the rest of the chart. See, catching up on chat. Dot Phase wondering about requesting Prim. I mean, you can request it. It's fine. Like, honestly, there's only one song in all of Infinitas that, if it gets requested, I'll likely reject it. And no, that's not a challenge to figure out which one it is. True Blue. Aww. Sorry about that, Kawachi. Yeah, I do hope you feel better. Like, I know you've been having some trouble with friends recently, but, you know, we've got your back. Aw, Mira, thank you so much for the gift sub. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Alright. And speaking of which, up next we have a moment of positivity from Mira, and we'll dive into that once I figure out the next song, which is Esquire, anything to make my work morning easier. Catching up on chat, and Cuvelia, I do see that you requested a moment of positivity. Who's that aimed at? I really need to enable text responses for that request. Let me actually quickly take care of that before I forget. Go, that's that. All right. But yeah, for Mira, you know that you're an amazing inspiration. Hearing your story about how you had an awful hand injury, like disrupt so many different facets of your life, and that the recent return to the Bimani community has been such a positive thing for you is absolutely one of the motivating forces for me in terms of trying to keep involved with this community and to keep pushing, because I know that for a lot of folks that this game and this community has been literal lifesavers for them. And hearing that, you know, you're one of those people, especially knowing how wonderful you are. Like, whenever folks have asked for support or to try to rally towards something, I know that you're one of the first people in the front lines making noise for it and wanting it to happen. Also, the support that you've shown other folks has been absolutely tremendous and incredible. And I know, especially recently, that, you know, you had, some issues that were, really, upsetting and, depressing for you. And to see how many people immediately offered, signs of support or, a shoulder to lean on for those times for you, it really did kind of help me feel better about all of this hardship in the world, because, oh, hey, someone that deserves kindness is getting it. And I'm really glad that you're here and that you're with us. I know that things for you at times can be incredibly difficult just because, you have some limitations with your hand injury that pop up. And the fact that you're pushing on and saying, to heck with that, let's be involved, let's make a difference. Like, it really is truly inspiring. And I am incredibly grateful to have met you and to count you as as a friend and, and an accomplice in a lot of the positive shenanigans that the Bomani community has been getting up to recently. So thank you. Whew, got there. I was a little worried I was going to fumble the double A, but yeah, I was able to get back in sync, thankfully. Let's see. Oh, hey, X-Squire! Thank you so much for the gift sub. Much appreciate the support. Thank you. Yeah, and hopefully, Flashes was a decent song for your request. Hope your workday's going well. Aww. Just looking at a lot of the reactions in chat. Much appreciated, everybody. Yeah, because this is... like, these kind of reactions in these moments, like, this is what I wanted when I started streaming, like, about a year ago. So thank you. Appreciate everybody, being the awesome folks that I was hoping all y'all would be. So let's see. Up next, we do have a request for True Blue from Kawachi and a moment of positivity for Dot Phase. I do want to take a quick breather because it's been about an hour and a half at this point. So after this next song and moment, I'm gonna be taking a stretch break, but I do want to get to this first. So yeah, cheers, Gospel. Best of luck in the lurking depths. So, a moment for Dot Phase. Where to begin? Whew. So, I know things have been really rough for you recently, Dot. I know that there's a lot of stuff outside of stream that you've been having to deal with and to fight against, and I'm just so incredibly happy to see how much you're still pushing and striving to be the best that you can be, knowing how many people look up to you as a pillar in this community. And that's a phrase that I know gets used a lot to say that you're a pillar in the community. But the fact of the matter is that you are. So many folks look to you for direction on what we should be doing as a community, like where to be focusing our efforts. And I know that that's a role that you don't take lightly. And I know that, while, your streams might not be quite as PG as some of the other folks out there, it doesn't make you any less focused on trying to be good, on trying to be inclusive, and trying to be as a positive and supportive experience for folks as it can be. And I know that things might be rough for you right now. And there's something that in these moments of positivity that I give out that I always try to mention, and that is that you are valid and that you matter. Because I know in those moments when, our human brains, decide to lie to us and say, oh, all this hardship you're going through, maybe you deserve it. Or, hey, these happy moments you're having, like, did you really earn them? I know it's really easy sometimes to let that part of the brain that lies to us sound like it's not a lie. And that's why I always try to remind folks that you matter. You deserve to be happy, no matter what anyone else, including yourself, tells you. And I know that me personally, both at the start of last week, like when the Hope of Tomorrow announcement was first dropping, I was not doing well. And seeing both Sparko's hustle and your hustle to rally the community and to make a positive thing happen, knowing the stuff that you have been up against, honestly helped save me. Like, I was on the verge of getting overwhelmed and just letting life get the better of me, and seeing you choose to try and persevere instead was a huge motivator for me, and I'm incredibly grateful to have you here and now. So thank you.
What happened to our heart when love breaks? Does it fade into a shadow of remorse when it aches? Or can it fly to the sky like a bird, lighter than ever, stronger too? Oh, I think the heart always learns to come through. We were like children lost in our own dreams. We never knew love's a garden and hard to grow. We thought the magic would lead us upstream, but we fell. It's not our fault, it's how birds grow. Even though it's hard to know you are leaving this picture, you remain another memory of summer when we love. Even though winter cold feels warm, shining with light from all I kept inside from you. That is all the heart can live on and on.
Hey, triple plus zero. We will happily take that. And once again, Kawachi, I know you were requesting this, saying that reflecting how you're feeling right now. Really sorry to hear that you're having trouble with some of your friends, but I know you've got this, and I know that things will get better. Oh, just catching up on chat. All right, so we've been streaming for an hour and a half at this point, so I do want to take a quick stretch break, and I invite all of y'all to join me. Maybe now's a good time to go grab some water or literally walk around for a bit. Either way, though, I'm planning on streaming until maintenance, which is another 2 hours from now. So, quick stretch break, and then we'll be back for some more shenanigans. Thanks. And hey, Okina, glad to see you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. All right, so I'll be back in 180. See you folks then. All right, and we're back. Let's see, Okina, for Thursday, where can I... Finishing her cosplay, nice. Glad to hear progress is going smoothly. And yeah, welcome back everybody. Once again, a lot of folks tuned in today. I know we've got a lot of activity in chat, but also see we've got a lot of folks that are either getting their lurk on or, have me open another tab. Either way, thrilled to have you here. Thank you for making me a part of your day. Alright, let's see. So it looks like we've got a decent number of song requests, so let's jump into those. Ooh. Right. It's just see up next. We've got a request from Dot Phase for Ymir. That's in kanji. I'm trying to remember. Right, Linkle. Okay. Much obliged. Thank you. Okay. Kawachi heading out for the night. Yeah, thank you for being here. Hope you feel better sooner than later. Remember, you deserve it. And yeah, again, sorry to hear about the drama with friends. Hope all of that resolves itself, you know, in the more in the positive respects. Yeah, and Sparko. Yeah, if you gotta get ready for work, you know, do what needs doing. And yeah, Dot Face, this song's fantastic. Absolutely love this song. Such a great song. Great chart, too. Cheers, Okina. Hey, Mario Cloud, how goes it? So, it's a long-running music game from Konami, one of the first real arcade music games that was ever made. And up front, it is very difficult, both in terms of getting into it, just because a lot of folks typically face a language barrier, but then also the timing window, like what's necessary to get a flashing grate. It's some of the strictest in all of music gaming history. So, with the bad news out of the way, the good news is that if you are willing to put in the initial practice, like having a couple play sessions where it's just, to be honest, failing over and over while you're still physically getting used to, okay, this thing on screen means this button here, and then once you've gotten used to that mental juggling, and it's less juggling and more reacting, getting a sense for what the timing window is, it very rapidly clicks into place. And this game also absolutely rewards the time you put into it. Like, if you're willing to play consistently, like, you know, once a week even, you will definitely get better. So it is very intimidating at first, but it's definitely worth it. And then speaking about setups, yeah, like, if you're not playing in an arcade, getting a home controller, the initial cost is expensive, but again, the long term, if you're enjoying the game, it's worth it. But also, to get started in this game, there are plenty of folks that play on a regular traditional keyboard, and that's fine. So, and the good news is that in recent years, getting into 2DX, it's a lot easier. Previously, to get into 2DX, it either required downloading a lot of, like, really difficult software or having to have access to a machine or an arcade somewhere. Nowadays, it's really more, if you're interested, there's ways to try it out for free that are not nearly as time intensive as it used to be. So, but yeah, glad to see you here. I know that you're new to the stream. Wonderful to have you here. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. Also, a lot of the folks that are in chat right now also stream as well, in addition to playing it. So if you've got questions, please feel free to toss them in chat, because I know chat and myself were more than happy to help you out. Let's see, just taking a quick look. I've got a whisper. I will check that out later. All right. Yeah, fair enough, Sparko. Appreciate you being here. Hope work goes well for you. Yeah, and that's and Sigma raises a point. One of my favorite things about this series is the vast majority of the music is made for the game. Like, there are some licenses from time to time, but the majority of the music, it's made with the game in mind. So not only, like, does it feel good to play, because, you know, thinking about Rock Band and Guitar Hero, like, not every legendary rock song translates to a 5-button controller all that well. So not only is the music engaging and fun to physically play in the game, it makes new music. So if you like what you're hearing in the game, if you become a fan of it, as new versions of the game come out, you get literally brand new music that you're a fan about, which is wonderful as well. Tet! Oh, fair counterpoint, Furry. But yeah, there are some artists in Bimani that folks aren't huge fans of. Like, Prim is one that folks are a little divided on, but I mean, it is what it is. Also, Furry, appreciate you tuning in and saying hi. Hope life's treating you well. Hey, and thank you for the host. But yeah, if I was just gonna say, if you've got questions, Morrow, please feel free to ask, and if you've got song requests, feel free as well. I usually do channel points to keep track of requests, so I'll put that in the queue for you. All right, there we go. All right, speaking of requests, up next we have, Cuvelia is asking for Love is Eternity. Classic Course K. But there's also some commentary on the request because Love and Community Strong. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Cuvelia. Let's see, let's dig into these 6 for now. Also, Mara, one other thing I do want to quickly mention. A lot of folks that play 2DX, they play what is known as singles. Typically, in 2DX, you're only playing 7 keys and a turntable. So you're either, if you were to look at my hand cam, you're usually only doing 1/2 of this controller. I am kind of a rarity. I play doubles, which is, you know, both sides at once. But typically for 2DX, if you're getting into it, you're only going to be dealing with 7 keys and a turntable, not a 14 and 2. Yeah, such a great song. One of my favorite things about that song, actually, is that it's a really old Korsuke song, and you can just hear that even though it's completely different from what Korsuke does nowadays, it's still definitely him. Like, the style just really rings through. Love that about that song. Catching up on chat. Yeah, that's one of the great things about 2DX2 is there's a real wide variety of music. Like when the game first started, it was a bit more like R&B and hip hop focused, you know, hence the turntable. And nowadays it's a lot more electronica focused, but there's a real wide span. And then there's also the other music games that Konami does, like Drum Mania, Poppin' Music, like, and those kind of have their own genre specialties as well. Like, if there's something you're into, there's likely something within the world of Bimani that's going to catch your interest, which is just one of the phenomenal things about it. Let's see, first song requests up next. Ooh, Mid is asking for Sayonara Heaven. Heck yeah. See. Really, Sigma? That's surprising. Like, if anything, I figured Korsuke would have been more confident about his trance. That's actually really interesting to hear. Huh. Yeah. Like the two things I'd love to hear Korsuke return to, even if it's just briefly, like just a couple of songs each, like would be straight trance, like not energetic trance, just like straight trance, and then also like the like real, not even four on the floor, but like laundry machine, Terranoid style hardcore. And hey, Prism, how goes it? Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. We had that PB, we had that double A going for a little bit, but then we lost it. That's okay though. Today's a let's chill and have fun day, so no regrets. Fun chart too. Much obliged, Mida, for that request. Twali, sometimes we are our own worst critics. Yeah, I think that's valid for discussing Korsuke's mentality. Cheers, BitDecay! Appreciate you tuning in and saying hi. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going through that rival folder at some point. I'm probably gonna do that off stream, just also so that way, you know, I don't have someone explicitly on blast on stream. Alright, let's see. Up next for requests. Ooh, Fake X is asking for Paraditis, which we are totally doing on normal, because that hyper would absolutely destroy me. Let's see, after this we've got... Fake X, you put in Love is Drawing. Not quite sure what that request was, if you want to clarify. Then after that we've got Red Zone, which should be a lot of fun. There we go. Yeah, agreed to Wally. Yeah, because that chart is very much a boss song. Oh, Love is Drawing is a song? I didn't even know that. Let's see, what's it from? Ninth Style. Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't remember that song. Huh. But yeah, Fake X, if there's a different song you want, just toss it in chat and we'll get to it. In the meantime, up next, Moral Cloud was asking for Red Zone.
Tear the form, move the unit, we gon' do it, take it form. Crowd, yo, keep it warm. Kick in, good MC, keep it real, best rap, teach trap, work, under rap, top killer, stay killer, run on a mission, this, don't need the money, run with together, play, not funny, stay cunning, that dude was coming, but you're up, this, that. That's me, get in, good MC, keep it real, best rap, teach trap, work, under rap, top killer, stay killer, run on a mission, this, don't need the money, run with together, play, not funny, stay cunning, that dude was coming, but you're up, this. Come on. Say speed and rave. Speed and rave. We back. We back. We back. Say speed and rave. Speed and rave. We back. We back. We back. Yeah. Done. Higher. Yeah.
Ah, such a fun song. So, yeah, funny you say that, Morrow, because in the grand scheme of things, my accuracy is actually not that good. Typically, folks that have been playing and practicing for as long as I have usually have much stronger accuracy. Not trying to, downplay like my own progress, but usually for folks that have been putting as much time as I have, like they're usually much stronger for getting like double A's and triple A's. Meanwhile, though, I do have decent reading and execution, so like full combos or clearing songs with less misses. That's kind of more, I'd say, what my strong point. Thinking about like the overall possible ways that like someone could be good at 2DX. But yeah, more than welcome for the request. Yeah, that chart's actually a lot of fun. Ooh, request for one of my favorite electro swing songs. Thank you, Tawali. Let's see. I haven't seen a reply from Fake X for clarifying their request, so we'll move on to what's next in the queue. Sigma, has it been 30 minutes? Time to play Red again. Oh, this song. I still find it really funny that for a lot of folks on singles, the DJ mathematism is always a nightmare, and then for doubles, it's like, what are you talking about? This chart's super fun, or super easy, or both. Oof, we did awful on some of those turntable streams, but we still got that hard clear. Oh man, that chart is so much fun too. Much obliged, Sigma, for that request. Jamatic, yeah. Like, I know that I'm lucky to say this as someone in the States, but I've always been playing on either an arcade or machine setup or on an RED, and I'm really glad that I didn't have to deal with having to readjust mentally, like, what I felt the distance was between turntable and keys. So, like, that struggle, oof. Kudos to you on having to deal with that. Okome, you're only, wow! Red is your only 9 clear? That's impressive! Because, like, while Madism might be easier on doubles, it also means that you're good at the multitasking for juggling, like, you know, hopping to turntable and coming back really quick, especially, like, in alternating patterns for each of your hands. And you've got a good grasp on nailing turntable streams and coming back. Like, easy stuff overall for doubles, but it's a unique thing to doubles, and to have that under your belt, that's phenomenal. Good stuff, Okome. Ooh, beat juggling mix. Oh man, I have such complicated feelings about beat juggling mix because I love the song, but that soft land gets me mad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. Let's see, still haven't heard from Fake X for the request replacement, so we'll move on. We've got Furry Pink Foxy requesting any Prim song. Yeah, sure. Nice. Wasn't expecting to get a minor PB there. Happily take that, though. So many bad habits you never broke. Yeah, I've, now that I've been getting a little bit more serious about doubles, like, I'm finding out that I've got a lot of stuff I need to unlearn and relearn. It's all for the better, though. Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, we just hit 150 followers. Ah, damn. Much obliged, everybody. Thank you. I didn't even realize it was, at that kind of a milestone point. Thank you, Burkamp, for pointing that out. Also, Furry Pink Foxy, thank you for that request, because I haven't played that in a while, and I forgot that that chart's a lot of fun. Also, Tawali, not Prim. Otherwise, I totally would have played it. Let's see, up next, we've got Fly Above for Okome. Good song. Also, damage, while you're only an 8 or a 9 player, like, honestly, that's one of the first major walls. Like, it's really difficult. Because remember, like, for the longest time, 2DX only went up to 7s. Like, 7 was supposed to be the max. So anything beyond that, it's really just further mastery for the sake of mastery. So, like, if that's where you are right now, like, don't let that get you down. Like, let me see, used to be, yeah, like, honestly, the 10-11 barrier, that's where I am right now. Like, I'm into hard 10s and easy 11s. And, yeah, it is a massive amount of practice to be able to break through, but, oof, it is so worth it. Ah, such a good song. Just a nice, straightforward chart, too. Good stuff. Like, it could have been a lot trickier. Then again, there's still the another. Ooh. One of a kind. I haven't played that in a while. That's gonna be fun. Also, I know it's been almost an hour since the last stretch break. We've got like another 15 minutes, so let's plan on taking another stretch break right on the hour, so in another 23 minutes. Just mentioning that both so you've got a heads up and so that I hold myself accountable to it. Let's see, up next we have... Ooh. One of my faves from Copula. Thank you, Tuwali. Love this song. Love this chart. Just the way it handles the piano. Just mwah! So good. Oh, if we almost had that double. I'll take that plus 12 PV, though. Cheers, Akome. Appreciate you tuning in and saying hi while you were here. Hope you have a good night. See, up next, ooh, beat juggling mix for Cuvelia. Yeah, again, I love this song, but Softland makes me angry. But yeah, Akome, appreciate you stopping by, especially since you were new to chat today. But yeah, hope you have a good night. Cheers. Also, it says something when I've got the exact speed mod I need memorized.
Original bot. Breakdown. Right back up in you. Right back up in you. Right back. Right back. Right back. Right back up in you. Break it down. Right back up in you. Break it down. Right back up in you. Break it down. Right back up. Right back up. Right. Let's get ready to rumble.
Such a chart. Pepper Diner. No, you do not. If you're getting into the game long term and you're not playing at an arcade, I do recommend getting a controller. Not even necessarily an RED like I have, but at least like a Phoenix One or something similar. But that doesn't mean that if you're just playing on a traditional keyboard, that's a bad thing. There's a lot of folks especially in the Lunatic Rave or BMS scene, that just play on a regular keyboard. So no, you don't. Like, if you become a fan of the game, like you start out on keyboard and you really enjoy it, getting a controller eventually, yeah, might not be a bad idea. But do you need one to get started, or is it needed to play long term? Absolutely not. Also, hello. Glad to see you tuning in and saying hi. Hope all is well with you. Alright, let's see. Up next for song requests. Ooh, Freeway Shuffle. Haven't gone back to this one in a while. If I remember correctly, that was... Yeah, that was Troopers. Oh wow, I haven't played it at all in Infinitas? Yeah, let's fix that. But yeah, like, it is true that the upfront cost for a controller, like, it's not small. Like, it is significant, but it's definitely not required to get into 2DX. Like, if you want to just try out the game, like, you can download Lunatic Rave for free, and there's tons of amazing music created for BMS, which is kind of like the subset of Lunatic Rave in terms of the community and the types of charts. Because at high-end play, BMS files tend to go a little bit in a different direction than high-end 2DX files. But there's tons of music that's made and put out for free. So, like, you know, without having to pirate anything, you can actually try out 2DX, you know, for free. One thing I can recommend is Dot Phase. Dot Phase is a legendary streamer within the community, but he has a very heavy focus on Lunatic Rave, and like when there's a lot of fan-run festivals that, like, once a year everybody comes together and puts out a bunch of songs as, you know, part of like a collaboration or, you know, fan-run contest. And he's really big on, whenever one of those festivals occurs, to go over all of the new charts and check them out. So in addition to a lot of the online resources for getting started, Dot Phase's community and Discord is also a great resource to have if you're just getting started out and looking for recommendations as well. Right, we need to adjust our speed mod, and while I do that... Hey, triple plus 0. We take those. Yeah, more than welcome, Pepper. Yeah, and if you've got any questions, like a lot of the folks that are in chat right now also stream as well, and yeah, we'd be happy to help you out. Alright, it's about 10 minutes before the hour, so I do want to take another stretch break in 10 minutes, but that's 10 minutes from now, so we should have time for a couple more requests before we take another quick breather. Much obliged, Cuvelia, for that request. But up next... Do. Wow! Much obliged, Jamich. Man, I remember back when I had a 2DX machine and I kind of had a mini community out of my house. We made a meme out of this song. So, about that, Pepper. So, I'll be happy to play something along those lines. Let me just quickly free up both my hands so I can do this real quick. There we go. So, the songs in this game, for difficulty, they're ranked 1 through 12. And about, I want to say at this point, yeah, it's been about 15 years. So the songs used to be rated 1 through 7, and then, yeah, about 15 years ago, they got re-rated to be 1 through 12. And the thing is that even when they were still 1 through 7, the jumps between difficulty, they weren't gradual. They were exponential. So, like, anything beyond a level 8 in this game is actually really mastery for the sake of mastery's sake. Like, in the arcade, if you can pass 7s, you can get an extra stage. Like, with a lot of music games, you get 3 songs to a credit, and then if you play well, you can get a 4th stage. Being able to do harder than 7s qualifies you for extra stage. Now, a lot of the new songs are a lot of the new boss songs anyways, like they're 11s and 12s, but even like starting at 9s, you get a really wide range of difficulty. Like going from 8s into 9s is very difficult, and the same for 9s to 10s, 10s to 11s, etc. So for me personally, I'm in hard 10s, easy 11s, and there's lots of sites, especially for singles, that will rate songs. Like, between these two 10s, the easier 10 might be rated a 10.2, and the harder 10 is like a 10.6, so kind of a sub-rating. There's really only one such resource for doubles players, and it's that website in chat right now, the sasa.sakura. According to that site, I can do 11.2s and some 11.4s. So, with that in mind, when I get to your request for the hardest song of the game, I'll throw myself at an 11.6, maybe even a 0.8, but like I still have yet to pass a 12. Like, for as long as I've been playing this game, like I still have yet to pass a 12, and that's kind of something I do feel a little bad about, but it is what it is. But yeah, when I get to your request, maybe I'll do 1 or 2 hard songs. So what I've been doing recently in terms of trying to get better is one day I do nothing but just whatever for requests and have fun, which is, today. But then the next day, I deliberately just focus on 11.0s, 11.2s with some .4s and .6s sprinkled in. and that kind of on-off pattern. You know, think of it as like, you know, on you go to the gym and you have a light workout, but you're just trying to stay in shape, and then you have a day where you up the ante on the weights that you're doing. That's kind of what I've been doing. And I'm hoping over the next 1 or 2 months to be more confidently into 11.4s and possibly 0.6s. But like, it's still going to take me a couple months before I can even touch the really easy 12s. But small steps, and you know, that's what practice is for. Excellent! Nice little PB there and getting the double A. Good stuff. Yeah, thank you, Jamich. Thank you, Tuali. Appreciate the kudos. And it's been a while since I mentioned this. My apologies. Thank you. Got a lot of folks in chat today, but a lot of folks that are still, you know, either lurking or otherwise, you know, have me on in the background. Regardless of what's got you here, thank you so much for making me a part of your day, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday so far. Or, you know, maybe Friday, depending on your part of the globe. Alright. So, up next... Let's see. So, it's just a little bit before the hour. We've got about 3 minutes. And I've got a request for one of the... I'm trying to remember the full name of the alias, but it's the Quantum Discoherence alias from Tash. And then after that, a hard song for Pepper. So let's do the request from Tuali, and then we'll do 1 or 2 hard songs. And then at that point, like, we'll probably be like 5 or 10 past the hour, but then at that point we'll take our next stretch break. Plus, you know, if I set my arm muscles on fire with those hard songs, that'll be a good time for a break as well. Let's see... Alright, knowing we're about to fling ourselves into the fire, let's see if we can't bump this up to an FC. Take it easy and do a 6, knowing that we're going to be doing 11s next. Also, Tuali, thank you as always for the request. There we are, yeah, Qvelia, Black Hat Labyrinth, thank you. Hey, Burkant, yeah, thank you for the kudos. Oh, is that a new meta emote? I must have missed when that came out, that's fantastic. Yeah, more than welcome, Tuali. Wonderful. Got the FC, got a PB while we were at it. Great stuff. Much obliged for that request, Tuali. Alright, let's fling ourselves at some stupidity, shall we? So, let me think. So right now things are going well. So I want to see if I can get this clear. I doubt it. This is an 11.4. And then... Actually, no. Let's do a full-on 11.6. Let me take a scroll through. Oh, that'll be funny. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if or when the last time I played this was. So this should be fun. So this is an 11.6. Yeah, thank you to Wally for the kudos on that last song. I'm actually quite happy with that. Oh, barely got to the B, but we will happily take that. Oh. So, Morrow, good question. So, with some of the newer boss songs, namely from Lingle, the 19th version of the game and onward, a lot of the boss songs will have in the video, there's an overlay of a monster or creature of some kind. In the arcade version of the game, you have a customizable avatar for yourself called a Q-Pro, and usually, in the case of doubles, if the boss is in the upper frame, your Q-Pro's in the lower frame, or on singles where the video is much larger, your Q-Pro's in the corner. And so, if you have a consistent combo, the Q-Pro does a little attack, Whereas if you miscombo, the boss goes into a mini attack animation. It's cosmetic, really. A lot of older boss songs also have a similar kind of giant creature in the video, but for the boss songs in Linkle and newer, a lot of them also take advantage of the Q-Pro system that Konami has. Unfortunately, the Q-Pro system isn't in Infinitas yet, but who knows. Alright, let's do one more 11.6, or maybe an 11.4, and then we'll take our last stretch break before maintenance kicks in about an hour. Let's see. Yeah, let's do an 11.4 because our arms are a little on fire. Oh, that'll be fun. Plus, it's been a while. Time for a trip to the petting zoo. I always make that petting zoo joke because those poor animals in the video for this song. Whew, minor PB. I was hoping we'd squeak out the B, but it is what it is. Yeah, the boss flinching from nothing. For charge notes, there are charge notes, Pepper. Like Jamich was saying, anything that has a CN for charge note or HCN for held charge note next to it indicates that there's a held note in the chart. Like if we take a look on screen right now, Last Dance or Miracle Nympho. But yeah, they are relatively newer since the 17th version, Sirius, and onward. Dizzy, it's never over. But yeah, that song's over, Morrow. Alright, so at this point, we've got just about 50 minutes before the servers go down for their daily maintenance. So, I do want to take another quick stretch break, and I invite you to join me. If it's been a while since you've got up, gotten some water, maybe now's a good time. Either way, I'll be back in 180 seconds, and we'll keep on getting up to some shenanigans before the servers go down for maintenance for the day. Alright, see you wonderful folks shortly. All right. Coming back. Yeah, Pepper, the servers for all of Konami, so not just the music games, but any of their arcade games, there's a daily server maintenance from 5 in the morning until 7 in the morning in Japan Standard. So that translates to roughly 30 minutes from now. And hey, Sacrifia, how goes it? Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by, saying hi. But yeah, I'm a big advocate for taking breaks if you're doing longer play sessions. And that's why, like, roughly once every 60 minutes, whenever I'm doing a stream, I try to have a hard break. Just because, like, it's one thing if I get chatty between songs or, oh, I just played some harder charts, let me play some easier charts. But it's another if the muscles in question, like, you know, in this case, you know, my arm muscles, or like, let's say you're doing a dance game, your leg muscles, being able to give them a solid, like, 2 or 3 minute break where you're not doing the overstrenuous thing, it goes a long way. And Jamich, I just play doubles. When I first got started in 2DX, I started with the intention of being a doubles-focused player. And after playing singles for about 6 months and confidently being into 7s and 8s, I then switched over to doubles. And I haven't gone back to singles since. Like, if we were to switch over to singles right now... Where did all my lamps go? Like, I think... Yeah, I've got... In Infinitas, I've only got 2 songs I've passed normally. I've got some, auto-scratch clears, because purple lamps are the best lamps. But, yeah, everything I do in 2DX is doubles. And, so, yeah, Infinitas goes exceptionally well today. We've had a lot of folks tuned in, a lot of newcomers to the stream. We've had some really good kind of like 2DX 101 chatter. And overall, just having fun, getting a couple PBs here and there, just good stuff. Alright, so up next we have a request from Cuvelia for Wheel of Journey. I actually really like this song. I heard that it wasn't well received, and I can understand why, because it is a very different song. Like, not even just that it's more kind of Middle Eastern in sound, but just the charting patterns for it are a bit weird. But I actually quite like it. Nice. Minor PB there. happy to take that. And again, Kivelli, much obliged for that request. Thank you. Yeah, there's a couple of songs in recent 2DX styles that are very atypical for what players normally play. Like Shattered Control comes to mind, Ludus and Tenenbaum, a couple others. And yeah, I get why they're very hit or miss with some folks. Like, I'm actually a huge fan of Ludus, and I know a lot of 2DX players hate that song. Yeah, and glad to see you, Xquire. Best of luck with work today. Let's see. I don't see any other songs queued up for request right now, so let's take a look at Sonoba's. Because I know I'm missing some hypers here. Yeah, let's dig in. I love this song. No, this is something I've been saying frequently, or recently too. I'm so glad both this and Afro Knuckle are not more overcharted. Like, I'm really surprised that this and Afro Knuckle aren't 12s on There and Others, but I'm also thankful for it because the songs themselves in the charts are super fun. Oh, we should have gone for the EX lamp on that. Yeah, there's always next time, though. Yeah, hoping all is well, Sai. I know even up against some difficult circumstances recently, and yeah, hoping all is well. And yeah, Cuvelia, the that song, I think I know the one you're talking about. Remember earlier how I was saying there's one song that I'm likely not going to play on request? Guess which one it is. Ooh, I'm going to have to take a look at that later. Grabbing that bookmark for now. Thank you, Mida. Alright, and then let's see... Affection. So I know the Sonoba song pack, like, just came out. I already completely forgot about this, and I feel bad about that. Huh. Yeah, let's dig in. Really glad to hear that, Sai. And again, echoing what Mida is saying, if you need a listener or if there's anything I can do to help, please feel free to reach out and DM me, in whatever medium suits you best. Hoping all is well, because you deserve to be happy and you deserve to not have to deal with hardship. Because again, wonderful person, a lot of positivity in your streams. So hoping all is well sooner than later. Yeah, shame on me for forgetting that song. That song's fantastic. A little unfortunate that we threw away the FC on something silly, but yeah, we'll get it next time. Absolutely, Mira. And yeah, I'm honestly a little upset I forgot about it, because out of everything in the Cinnabuzz song pack, there were 2 songs where the video distracted me. One was Magical, because the real life bunny cultists, and then that because I kept mentally being all like, is that like a crane game? And yeah, I'm upset I forgot about that song already. That song's great. Shame on me. Yeah, much obliged for the AAA kudos, thank you. So let's see. Oh, Portal. I heard that this has already gotten removed in arcade, which is an absolute crime. Song is so good. Such a good song. Really tricky timing in that song because it keeps switching rhythm subdivisions, but no complaints. The song is so good. Like, I'm not surprised that that's gotten removed in arcade, just because it's not a hard song, but the timing demands in it are very, very tricky. So I can see that annoying a lot of players. Okay, so we've got about a half hour before maintenance. Just trying to keep an eye on the clock, because I've got 2 or 3 songs that I want to play before we wrap things up. But we've still got plenty of time. So let's see, up next we've got a request from Cuvelia, just triple confirming what it is. Ooh, okay. Yeah, one of the newer songs. Right. Let's see. I'm feeling a little bit of fatigue kicking in, so let's see if we can bump this up to an FC. Let's see if we can bump it up to an FC. Throw it out in like the first couple of measures. Oh, Shinji. Gotta run some errands? Yeah! Cheers, Sai. Yeah, I'm gonna be here until maintenance, which is in like another 25 minutes, so. But yeah, appreciate you stopping by, saying hi. Also early, good to see you. Figures we still threw it away on something stupid, but heck of a AAA, which we are going to happily take, especially knowing how bad my timing is. Yeah, I'm hoping when the eventually once we get the 120 hertz update, that it's an engine update and we get a lot of other quality of life things like the different pacemakers or the first note, that sort of thing. But, you know, we'll have to see when all that happens. And yeah, more than welcome. Thank you for the request. Let me just make sure I read that request right. Yep, Kamikaze. And yeah, similar ambitions. Let's see if we can't bump this up to an FC. I know it's likely due to old battle chart jank, but, I mean, we can try. Oh, man. Yeah, Sai. Spring Rain from Distorted is up there on my licenses or revivals that I wish we could have in Infinitas. And Cuvelia, thank you. I'm glad someone got in there. Hey! Got a PB and upgraded to an FC. We will happily take that. Great stuff. Oh man, Jamich, Romeo and Juliet. Now I'm just thinking about all of the Eurobeat that I would love to have back in 2DX. But I know it's also all licenses and it's never gonna happen. Shining Car of Your Dreams is the first one that comes to mind for me. Love that song. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet. Super strong choice for the Eurobeat that we used to have. Let's see, up next. Ooh, Proof of the Existence. I'm so happy that this song made it into the anniversary anthology. It's such a good song. Yeah, much obliged for the requests, everybody. Thank you, Jamich. Thank you, Mira. Oh, nice healthy PB on that. Fantastic. Ooh. Yeah, good to know about those sets. I know there's been a lot of folks doing online concerts recently. I don't think I'd heard about that one. And yeah, more than welcome for the request, Mira. Thank you. Hope Chloe enjoyed it. And I'm quite happy with that PB because I play that song pretty frequently too. Let's see. Up next, we have a request for something from June. Just quickly hop on Remy Wiki. Before I forget,
Why did you go away, leaving me the man that's broken?
all right. And Jambit, you are all set. Thank you for that. And hey, Spy, how goes it? Happy Thursday, or at this point, Friday.
Why did you go away, leaving me the man that's broken heart again? How can I go on when love was so strong? Why did you go away, leaving me the man that's broken heart again? How can I go on when love was so strong? Oh, baby, this beat goes on. How could you tell me love was our fate? How could you leave without explanation? That ain't the way our story should end. 'Cause I know feelings were real. I know every day when the sun will rise and then at the moon will shine, I'll still be stealing you all alone. Wondering why did you go away, leaving me to mend this broken heart again? How can I go on when love was so strong? Oh, baby, this beat goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Tell me what went wrong, baby. Now it's a sad love song. I'm standing here all alone and I'm Why did you go away, leaving me to mend this broken heart again? How can I go on when love was so strong? Oh, baby, this beat goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Tell me what went wrong to make it a sad love song. And I'm all alone, and the beat goes on and on. I'm all alone.
Oof. Minor PB and an FC? Yeah, we take those. Yeah, I'm definitely curious about that announcement myself, Mita. I'll have to see what happens. Yeah, speaking of Silent Hill, one of the other games that I play quite a bit is Dead by Daylight. And Pyramid Head and Heather, or Cheryl, the protagonist from 3, they're coming to Dead by Daylight as DLC. The Konami licensed them, which is just, knowing Konami's history with how they treat their IPs, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. But yeah, I'd love to see a new Silent Hill with Yamoka, but you know, Yamoka's already left Konami, and yeah, that's never gonna happen. It'd be amazing if it did, though. So we've got just about 14 minutes left. I've got 3 songs that I want to play, so I've got time for maybe 1 or 2 more requests if we hustle. In the meantime, let's keep going through Cinnaba's on Hyper, just to keep things moving. Whew, a lot stronger on that than I was expecting. Ooh, we are going to happily take that result. Man. Like, getting the EX, like, yeah, I'm not surprised that we could get that, but ooh, such a strong AA. That's very good for me. Yeah, knowing that right now I'm doing a little stronger than normal, that's why I want to try some of the songs I want to before we wrap up. Speaking of which, it's just about 11 before midnight, essentially. So let's dig into that. Oof. Yeah, I started to choke towards the end there, but very happy with that. Yeah, thank you, Spy. Thank you, Cavelia. Yeah, I don't think I would have gotten the A, but definitely I would have had a stronger PB if I didn't start to kind of freak out, especially towards the end of the speed up. But progress is progress. Oh, we had it. We had it, and I let that slip. No regrets, though. I'm really proud of that run. Or, proud of that, effort. Just seeing early, just like, I'm absolutely loving the Cinnabon song pack. Just like, Cinnabon or Cinnabuzz? Because I'm okay with both. Because now I want Cinnabon. Yeah, no regrets there. Alright, so, 5 minutes to midnight. I'm hoping to get one more song in that I want, and then our final incandescence. Most of you probably know what I'm about to play. And to be fair, I haven't played it yet today. Yeah, to quote comedian Jim Gaffigan, is that a Cinnabon? Ah! Already got a cavity. Such a good chart, such a good time. Ooh, Sagrifio. I feel that. Because, yeah, I don't really drink or smoke or anything, but soda? Soda is a definite vice of mine. So, yeah, driving to get a certain limited edition you love, I feel that. And also, orange game fuel? Not something I would drive for, but a choice I respect. Alright, I would love to keep streaming, because we are really on fire right now, but unfortunately, server maintenance approaches. So unfortunately, it is time for a final incandescence.
Burning. 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 Burning.
So that is going to be it for the stream for today. I will be back, hopefully, tomorrow morning, assuming I can wake up on time and get started on time. Otherwise, I will try and stream at some point tomorrow. Could be more of a later stream, kind of like today was. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to have a raid for us, just because, you know, maintenance, but we'll see. But first, and more importantly, yep, and there we are for maintenance. But first, we've got thank yous and shout outs for everybody. Again, after a couple days hiatus, coming back into the stream, especially at a much later time than I normally stream, a lot of folks tuning in today, and I'm really, really appreciative of that. Also, on the inverse, once I finish up shoutouts, I'm going to be dashing into a bunch of responsible adulting, like doing laundry and things like that. So for some of you folks that tend to start your stream right when maintenance is over, I'm going to try to say hi or hang out, but I might be busy catching up on all the other stuff I should have been doing today. And also on that note, over the past couple weeks, I've had a lot of folks tuning in and saying hi. So if I do miss anyone in all the thank yous and shoutouts, please forgive me. I'm still getting used to having so many folks saying hi, and it's a good problem on my end to have. So right off the bat, when we started earlier, Sparkover, It's Too Early, Mira, you folks chimed in right away to say hi and wish me luck. Thank you so much. And once again, Sparkover, the Hope of Tomorrow marathon that you spearheaded last weekend. Absolutely phenomenal. And I know that that was a huge motivator and a source of inspiration for a lot of folks, myself included. So thank you for that. Also, we had a Bit Decay saying hi. So happy to see you in chat. And I know I haven't really gone into our rival folder yet. Hopefully I'll do that maybe later tonight or sometime tomorrow. Not gonna lie, I was tempted to do it a little earlier, but going right after someone scores while they're in chat, it feels a little awkward. Also, Akombe Cloud, new to the stream. Wonderful to have had you here today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Utati, thank you so much. Also great to see you again. Burkant, Xquire, Azure, fantastic to have you as always. And Xquire, hope the workday's treating you well. I know you said that's what's had you lurking kind of heavy today. Also, let's see, Azure, Sigma, also Gospel, thank you so much. Tawali, familiar face as always, so happy to have had you in chat. Speaking of good doubles players, Telepron also said hello along with Spy. Thank you both so much. We also had Jamich, thank you. I know I saw your name in chat over Hope of Tomorrow, so happy to have had you in my chat today, thank you. We also had DZY saying hi along with Dot Phase and Cuvelia, thank you both. We also had hellos from Vertigo Sound and Softmoth. Thank you so much for stopping by and following. Really appreciate that. Hope you're both having a great day. Also heard from Okina. Glad to hear that the cosplay work and just all the DIY projects that you've got going on. Glad to hear that all of that's going well for you. We also had Marl Cloud, who was brand new to the stream and is also just kind of checking out 2DX. So happy to have you here. Again, if you've got any questions, please feel free to aim them my way or at any of the fine folks that I'm mentioning right now, because we're all really happy to have newcomers aboard. Furry Pink Foxy and Prism also stopping by. Thank you so much. And Pepper Diner, glad to have seen you again. Hope Thursday or Friday, depending on your part of the globe, is treating you well. Same goes for Cygrifio. So happy to see you. I know that we don't cross paths as much, and I'm really hoping that we can catch each other more frequently, because you do so much good work on your streams. And let's see. And Kappa, hey! How goes it? Hope your Thursday is going well. Thank you so much for saying hi. And I believe that's everyone. Again, if I missed anyone, again, I'm still getting used to having so many folks, so please forgive me. Growing pains on my part. And right now, I always try to throw raids to music games specifically. So I do have some folks that I'm following that are live, but I don't see any music games explicitly. Let me triple check and just make sure that Twitch isn't lying to me. And hey, yeah, I'm glad I double checked. It looks like Cow is or Kazo. I'm not sure of the pronunciation, but it looks like they are currently streaming some doubles right now. So let's go say hello to them. So until next time, everybody, thank you so much, and hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing all of y'all tomorrow. Whoops. Crap.